Okay, it is January 31st. We are almost done with the first month of 2022. So crazy. So, a couple announcements before we begin. February is coming. I don't think there are any big launches for February. I think the next big program launch will be in March, which is the 4-week gut protocol. Eeks probably annihilated that, but we have some big things coming for our team for that. A couple of team-wide things. So I had a diamond chat today with the leaders on our upline team, and we are partnering up with Brooke Anderson and a couple other leaders. And if you are in Success Club this month, so if you have SC6, you are going to be put into a group chat with the leaders. And I shouldn't say it like that. It's not just the leaders. We really want to work with the working. So we're trying to figure out how can we, the people that have been in this business for a long time, that are hitting these goals kind of over and over and over again, that are used to it, how can we help these newer coaches that want to hit those goals as well? So what one of the top coaches in our network, Christina Delgado, does is she does a new group chat every month called Off to the Races. So if you're in Success Club the month before, you get put in a new pod. It is literally reset every month. So even the top working coaches have to hit the goals and the benchmarks to be in this group. So every month we are going to have this. So if you are in Success Club this month, which is today, you will be added into this chat with everyone on our upline team that was in Success Club for this month. So you know that this group is going to be full of people that are working, that are hustling. You guys can mastermind, pick success partners, chat. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. And then if you guys, I know it's the very last day of the month. If you don't hit it this month, and there's still a couple hours, maybe I can stay on after and we can chat. But if you don't hit it, especially with this Energize, you will have a chance to join that chat in February. So let's say February 2nd, you get 3 people to sign up, you hit SC, you let your coach know. So you would let me know, or whoever your upline is. This is for your coaches too, so that we can make sure no matter where you are in the downline, in whoever's organization, that you are being served for the work that you're doing. So as soon as you hit SC the next month, you'll be added to that chat. And again, we'll start all over the next month. So that is super exciting. So guys, we'll be checking out for that early February. It usually takes a couple days for official numbers to go through. So it probably won't be the 1st of February, but there'll be more to that on the Team Heart and Hustle page. I'll make sure to share on our page. Second thing is the diamond trip. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I made a post on our team page. I figured if I'm gonna have big goals this year, I just gotta do it. I gotta go all in. I am helping Brooke co-host, which is crazy. So we are planning our own retreat, location to be determined. Not quite sure, but somewhere warm. But I want you guys to check off the dates. Let's see. It is November. We decided on 10th through the 13th is when it's going to be. So block off those dates if you can. Stay tuned for details on where it's going to be, what the requirements are. The past couple years, it's been hit and hold diamond for 6 weeks. Success Club, I think it was 4 out of 6 months or something along that. So make sure you're hitting SC, and then have 2 new emeralds on your team, just to make sure that you are promoting growth on your team and not relying on the same people. And then also holding diamond at the retreat. So you can gun for it now, hit it, hold it, hit SC, and then come November, we want to make sure that the people that are going on the retreat that we are going to be treating and spoiling are diamond, and we cannot wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So that's super fun. So again, mark your calendars and stay tuned for that. We are also going to be doing a diamond push group in March to go along with the retreat. So this is going to be a group that people have to apply for. You have to be an active Emerald coach. So that means active on your account, and then your right and your left leg, 2 coaches, they have to be active. And then in Success Club for February. So if you guys, whatever happened this month, I mean, we still got a little bit of time left, but every month is a new start. You can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. And I hope this call helps you guys tonight, because we are going to go over the 4 vital behaviors of this business. And it was during one of our calls, I think broker, someone mentioned, like, does everyone know what the 4 vital behaviors are? And some people were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta rewind 20 steps as a leader and a coach and teach you guys about the vital behaviors. So other people are doing no new coach calls tonight. This is something I think you guys gotta learn. Like, this is so important. And if I could tell you anything, when I was at NLC a couple weekends ago, every single coach said the same thing. It comes down to the vitals. How you implement them is going to be different for everyone. It's going to look different. It won't look the same as other people on our team. It might be similar, and you can take ideas from other coaches, but it doesn't need to look exactly the same. So what I do for my vitals, you don't have to do it like Brooke Jacola does it. You need to find your own way, but they need to be done. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. And if anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat. Excuse me, I might have some water. Okay. Oops, there's my email. Hope there's nothing bad on there. Just kidding. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this little doodad. My computer's being super slow. Okay. So tonight we are going to talk about the 4 vital behaviors that you need to implement daily to slay your business and to rock it. And I'm going to be introducing the 5th vital behavior to you, brought to you by Carl Deichler, our very own CEO. Okay, so vital behavior number 1, we have be proof of the product works. So this means I broke it down into 2 parts, and our tracker breaks it down into 2 parts, our fitness programs and our nutrition and supplements. And the very first thing that you have to do as a coach is you have to commit, and you have to fall in love with your journey, you guys. Anyone in any sort of business or network marketing, you can tell the people that are genuinely excited and joyful, hi Ryan, about their journey and about their products, and the people that are in it kind of just maybe for the wrong reasons. Like, you can just tell by the way they post and how they act and how they communicate. So your first commitment is yourself. So as far as the fitness programs, what does that mean? You are committing to doing workouts. Do a program from start to finish. Create your own program with our new body platform. There are so many ways that you guys can get creative with body. I am, for this month, so I'm finishing up job 1 this week. I am actually going to be doing job 1, Let's Get Up, and Live It Up, which is our, sorry, I'm just gonna make sure everyone's on mute real quick. Oops, I went backwards. Where did we go? Live It Up, which is on body, because I love dance workouts. I love them so much, and I'm not a pro, but I think I'm gonna take the strength days and then use the cardio days as like my dance days, and just kind of play around with some of those workouts more. You can do all body workouts and to showcase those. I feel like we're going to be able to just reach a whole new market of people that are into more of the class style and that don't want to commit to a program. I am a program lover because I know they get me results. But whatever journey or whatever path you pick, you are doing them, you're committing to them, you're doing them 5 days a week or whatever the calendar says, and you're sharing them daily in your stories, showing people your workout space, and you're showing your results. Now, you see the pictures over here, and we're all in sports bras. You do not have to post yourself in a sports bra if you don't want to. I promise you, you can put clothes on. A tight fitting shirt works really well too. And sometimes those posts can get a ton of traction when you're wearing, go buy a shirt that's super tight, and then you do the products and it's loose or whatever you want to do. just make sure that you're showing your progress. And it doesn't even have to be just weight loss. It can be you toning up. I know you can see Ann here, like holy Ann arms. Like she is so toned. Your skin, your smile, showcase your transformation and show people that what our fitness programs look like and how you implement them into your life. And then as far as like nutrition and supplements, if you want to build trust with your audience, they want to know if you're using the products. So it's really hard to talk to somebody about, Shakeology if you've never tried it, you don't really like it. Some people don't like it. There's actually some really successful coaches that Shakeology just doesn't do well with their stomach. You know what they did? They went and they found other products that they are absolutely in love and obsessed with, while also educating themselves on Shakeology, because just because it didn't work for them doesn't mean it can't work for somebody else. So you need to do a little bit of homework, but also go out and try the beach bars, try collagen, try recover, recharge. We have so many things that you can try. And you guys, like, if you're overstocked on Shakeology to keep yourself active, what I do every month, so the first tomorrow, I look at my subscriptions, I cancel, and I look at my stock and supply and what I need, or I look at what I want to try and I do a new subscription. Next month on the first, I go in and do the same thing so that I'm able to clearly communicate my personal experience with our nutrition products and supplements with the people that I'm talking to and have an open and honest conversation. So pick something, start trying things out, and do this daily because personal experience is huge. Okay, you guys following me? Awesome. So vital behavior number 2 is connect, invite, and follow up. This is a big, chunky, meaty one. We could literally do a team call on each one of these sections. But for the sake of time tonight, I'm going to kind of fly through it. And I have a really awesome graphic that I finally made on the next page. So what does this mean? You guys are sharing your story and journey on social media to inspire others, not just to show off results. I'm going to be honest with everybody here, if that's okay, for a minute. When I first started, sorry about that. I really started for my own accountability. I figured if I shared my workouts and people saw me doing it, then I couldn't skip because I had so many eyes on me. That's fine. Like, please use it for accountability. I started doing that. And then for a while when I was posting, I mean, I liked the likes and the comments. I'm not going to lie. Even now, sometimes I do. It feels good. Like there's so much research out there, how you get a little dopamine hit from the likes and the comments that are coming through on your social media. And that's great. Totally great. But I want you guys to know, as a coach, what I'm going to teach you guys, what you're going to learn is that your social media as a coach is not just about you. It is about how you can inspire others. This has been huge for me to learn, honestly, within this last year, on how to switch this mindset from when I'm creating a piece of content, how can this be helpful, hopeful, or healing to somebody else? How can this inspire someone to take some sort of action to change their life? Some great resources that I use for creating content: the Make Chic Happen podcast with Melanie Mitro and Katie Ersta, both very, very successful coaches in Beachbody, but they also have their own company now. I am in their chic community. If you guys have questions on that, let me know. But they do like trainings and they have tons and tons of resources. It's almost like so much for me to soak in, but a lot of my content creation on my page has taken time, consistency over 3 years. I think I've probably missed 5 days of posting on my social media in 5 years. Like I am very, very, very consistent. And just getting into the habit of routine, and also listening to podcasts and learning how to up my content. So I want to show you guys this with connecting, inviting, and following up. I'm so proud. I've been talking about this forever, of how I've wanted to kind of create this cycle, because this is how I see you doing this part of our tracker and our vital behaviors. It's kind of like a little system that you're doing every single day. So how to get people from your cold market to warm market. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cute because a lot of people are like, I don't have a lot of friends, or maybe you've never posted on social before, or maybe you've used it only to show your kids. And now all of a sudden you're making the decision to be a coach and run a business. This is how it works. you start with your social media posts. You're creating relatable content using the 7 spaces or color wheel. The 7 spaces was on our national wake up call this week with Angie Belmar. The color wheel is an activity that we have in our team page that just talks about how you need to share more about you and not just about Beachbody. Please, you are your own brand. We are not sharing pictures of products and stuff every single day. Like, people, if they don't know Beachbody, they can Google it and go sign up that way. We want people to connect with you and your story, and you want your people to connect with you and your story, because that just makes this business so much more enjoyable. So you start by sharing. You're opening your storefront, and then you're going to expanding your network. So this is pretty simple. So you're adding to your network daily. So I just put 10 to 15 new friends, and you're starting to expand your list. So this is you building your cold market. While you're doing that, okay, you're going to move to the next step. So you're going to start connecting. And I bolded this. It's kind of hard to tell, but connection is key, you guys. I am a firm believer that my personal success comes from genuine connections with people. I don't have crazy high numbers. I've had a couple good months with good numbers. I am nothing like huge, not at the top yet, but I believe that my ability to connect with people has been what has kept a lot of my people around. Like, my coaches that signed up in 2019, a lot of them are still here because I make sure to take that time to connect with them. People want to feel seen and heard. They don't want to feel sold to. When you log onto social media, you guys probably see it. There's so many companies, and we are being sold to constantly on TV, like everywhere on social. So they're tired of that. They're kind of immune to feeling sold to and people like getting in their message box. When you build genuine relationships, like, that feels good. And people don't buy the products, they buy from the person and the person that they have a relationship with. So what does this look like in this business? This means, starting conversations and genuine conversations. And this might take some time getting used to. I know for me it did. It's like second nature. It's my favorite thing to do. But in the beginning, it felt a little weird when I would go to my new followers on Instagram and be like, introducing myself. Super uncomfortable. I probably sent some really awkward messages, but over time, I've gotten a lot better at it, where now if people come and they follow me, I send a quick message right back. Just like, hey, thank you so much for coming to my page. I can't wait to cheer you on and learn more about you. Super simple. Hey, thank you for liking my post. I would love to get to know you. Go to their page. How old are your little ones? Super simple. Start making friends. The next step is inviting. So you're building these connections, you're doing all the things beforehand, and then this is the time to invite. This is where you're planting the seed. So you can't do the first 3 and just expect people to join. You have to invite in some way, shape, or form. I do my best to invite in my stories daily and show people what our groups look like, show people what it looks like to be a part of our team and the coaching opportunity. Direct invites in just people that are liking and commenting and watching, like shooting them a direct message, inviting them, because you never know who's going to need this. And we also need to invite daily to both the coaching and the fitness opportunity. Scary. I know, as a new coach, that was like, what? Like, it took me a little bit of time. Like, I felt like once I got comfortable inviting to like my groups and my the fitness part of it, I had to like layer in that coaching. That's okay too, you guys. Just get into the mindset that like, okay, this is what I need to do to become successful, and take little chunks at a time and start working towards it. The last piece is following up. Everyone will tell you this is the magic in sealing the deal, is the follow up. We can't just do the first 4 and say nothing, even if they ghost you. We got to follow up because people are busy. These past 2 years have been crazy. We got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe their kids were having a tantrum at the moment that you sent the invite. Maybe they didn't know what to say. Who knows? But we need to follow up. We need to follow up with anyone that's ever been interested, on the fence, those yeses, and the people that have ghosted you. So, and then once you do that, you go back to the beginning. So these are the steps that you are taking daily. This is how you connect, expand, invite, follow up. Okay. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. I would love to see. Okay. Now we're moving on to vital number 3. This is getting people results. This is my favorite part. I say like everything's my favorite, but this really is, because when I first signed up, I thought it was like, hit Success Club, get people signed up, get them a pack. Okay. Now what? Like, what do I do with this person? And it can be a little intimidating as a new coach to kind of like figure out like, what do I do? And there can be this pressure, like, oh, they just paid $160. Their life is in my hands. No, like it's going to be okay. We're going to take a deep breath. You guys are going to serve them all and it's going to be great. So to break it down, you're contributing to your challenge group daily. So you need to have a space for your customers and coaches to experience the community and make sure you contribute daily. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've been perfect. I'm a human being and I've messed up a lot of groups. The people that have been around for a long time know that. But I make an effort to do my best to show up daily, engage on people's posts, and make sure that people, when they come to my group, they feel loved, they feel seen, and they feel heard. So making sure you have some sort of space for your people. The next one is recognizing achievement. Again, another one that took me a little bit of time to learn, but what gets celebrated gets repeated. So you need to celebrate with your customers and coaches. When they drink their water goal for the day, you are shouting them out in your stories. When somebody completes their first workout, you are sending them a voice message and you're like, way to freaking go. I'm so proud of you. We're going to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow and do it again. Like, you are recognizing that achievement, because it's kind of like training a puppy, or honestly, like we're like dealing with kids. Like, the more you praise and you recognize it, the more they're going to continue, which means the more likely they're going to get to their goals and stick around, which is amazing. You're also going to be following up with your customers and coaches. So make sure that once they sign up, you're not just letting them go. You are helping them set goals, you're getting them on a program, and you're making sure their shakes are yummy. Basically, like, make sure when they get their stuff, you're helping them learn how to use that. I didn't do this in the beginning. So then people would be like, oh, these shakes suck. I don't want to return them, because I was never giving them recipes. Like, no, duh. If you're mixing it with water, like, ew, especially if it's not cold, like, get a blender. Like, do you have a blender? What kind of fruits and veggies do you like? Like, here's my cheesecake recipe. Here's my brownie batter recipe. Like, and there's tons in our Facebook virtual gym. I have an album where there's a bunch of shake recipes in there. Also, Pinterest has a lot too. So make sure that you are following up with them, especially in those first like 2 to 3 weeks, to make sure that they are starting while their energy is high. And then the last one is finding your niche with coaching and setting expectations. This is another thing I'm super passionate about and could talk about forever. Coaching is going to be very unique to all of us, and you have to find your zone of genius. I don't even know what that means, but everyone says it, and I want to read that book. But basically, what sets your soul on fire? How are you going to help people specifically? When people come to you, what are you going to do? And create those boundaries. Healthy boundaries. My sister Nikki is on here, and she taught me one of the best lessons, that clear is kind. So as clear as you can be with your communication on what people are going to get when they sign up with you. Because again, in the very beginning, when I was just getting people signed up, it was like, yeah, you'll have coaching with me 24/7. And some people expect 24/7 all the time. And if they don't get you 24/7, they get mad. And then they say you didn't follow through with what you said. So we need to create some healthy boundaries. And what's healthy for me is going to be different for you. So you guys need to start thinking about it. Write it down. I have written this down. Gosh, I can't even tell you how many times, because I feel like I'm constantly like tweaking and refining and tuning things as we grow and expand. But just come up with, like, how are your customers going to get a hold of you? What time are you going to be available? When can they expect a reply from you? Is it 24 hours, 48 hours? What I tell a lot of my people too now is, if you want to see me, you got to check into my group, because my individual messages, oh my God, like, it gives me a headache. I still have to sort through them and put that on my priority list. But I tell people, when they sign up with me, you show up in my groups, I go there every day. I will go love on you. And if I miss a day or two, I'm sorry, because I'm a hot mess, and they usually laugh and they get it. Like, we catch a vibe, they know what to expect. So there's not this like ambiguous like expectation of, well, she said she was going to do this and blah, blah, blah. Like set expectations early. And if you need help with that, I'd be more than happy to do so, and reach out to our group or even our upline team, because I'm sure a lot of people do things differently, which is really cool because then you can kind of find your own groove. Okay, vital behavior number 4. Oh my God, look at this. I never changed all these words. Whoopsies. This was actually supposed to give you some book and podcast ideas, but I forgot to edit it. So personal development is huge. You guys need to be finding something. Like this is like my little stack of like personal development books. Some I have finished, some I have not. But I'm working on the 12-week year right now. I just got another book somewhere. It's very like systematic and planning oriented because that's what I need right now. Like I love the mindset stuff. And early on, oh my gosh, this book, Fear is My Homeboy. We are actually doing a book club for this next month. If you guys want to join on that with our upline team. I did a book club 2 years ago with this. It's amazing that I still like reference this book all the time because fear is normal. Fear is something to be celebrated because yay, you're human and it protects you from jumping in the middle of the road. But it also can be hard to differentiate fear between, are you in alignment with your goals? Like what to do with fear when it creeps in, like when you're creating a post. It's an amazing book. So you guys need to pick a book. Audible works great too. I am big on podcasts. I send them all the time in our group chat because I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I need to share. There are tons and tons and tons of podcasts. And then also investing in your personal growth in your business. So this is something that I value. And as I have grown and as I network with more coaches and learn about the investment opportunities out there, this isn't for me to like tell you guys to go spend more than you're making. I do not want that, but get it in your mind that, there might be a potential for you to invest in some personal growth and business opportunities, even if it's a book. I know it's an investment, but you guys it's worth it. It is worth it because if you're stuck and your mindset is stuck or your mindset is low and you feel exhausted and tired, like it is really going to be hard to grow. 2021 for Brooke Chicola right here. Like summer last year was rough and my personal development was rough and my nutrition was rough. So that's why you need to take care of yourself first, your body and your mind. Okay. So for all of you that if you've seen this, yay, let me know in the chat. If not, this is our daily activity tracker. So this is what you should be doing daily. Now, if you go into our team page, I have a couple different variations of the tracker. I have a very simple one. I have a more complex one from Micah Folsom. You guys can kind of choose what works for you. I have the Make Chic Happen planner, and I need to do better with showing you guys my tracker and filling it out because again, I'm super honest. But this is what I do. This keeps track of all the activities that we just talked about. So you can kind of go through the week, and it is really nice when you do track, you are able to pivot so much quicker because this road is not always going to be easy. And any sort of business or endeavor, there's going to be bumps. This helps you look at, okay, like what did I not do this last week? I didn't add any followers. That's not good because that means if you go back to that pipeline, I'm probably going to run out of people that are going to be interested. So I need to go back and instead of sending a bunch of invites, I need to add to my network. So when you follow the tracker, you're able to kind of pinpoint what you need to tweak so you can get to your desired results and outcome much, 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 much quicker. So the last one, oh my gosh, the 5th vital behavior. Are you guys ready? So mind blowing. So when we were at NLC, Carl got up on stage. I think he made a post about this on his Instagram, but he said he's coming up with a 5th vital for this company. And it is make sure your team is doing all 4 vital behaviors and hold them accountable. Which is what brought us to this call as well. When I heard that nobody knew, or not nobody, that some people didn't know about the vital behaviors, I was like, oh, I got to backtrack 20 steps before we become an elite team. We need to have a discussion about this I, as a leader, need to track and share with you guys. Like, this is a team thing. Like, this isn't just me spitting information at you saying I've got it all done, now go do it. Like, I am in the trenches and doing this with you every single day. But it's making sure that you are creating duplication. I also think this is very, very true for your customers. And they even said this too, because retention is key. And you don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. I mean, if you go look at Brooke Anderson's page, she doesn't have 10K followers and she has a really, really, really good business. Like, I only have 2,000 followers and I have a pretty darn good business. Like, you don't have to go viral to have this big, thriving business. Duplication and teaching people these skills, especially when it comes to coaching and when you're coaching coaches, you want them to know this so that they can see the results as well. You also want your customers to see the results that you are seeing with their health and fitness, and to teach other people to do the same. So this is super crucial. This is where it is at, is getting people results so that they fall in love with this just as much as we have, and to get them to stick around. So, and I always say too, I don't force anyone to stick around. Like, if people buy it and they hate it, they want their money back, like, please, like, that's the last thing that I'm here to do. But I know it changed my life. I know I'm here 3 years later. I know that this life that I'm living is, if I can help one other person do this, it is so freaking worth it. Okay. What is the systematic one? I need that too. I've been investigating gut health coach certifications. Oh my God, that's so exciting. The planner. So this is the Make Chic Happen planner. You can Google it, Melanie Mitro. I can send it in our group chat as well. I love it. I follow them. Like, when I was, I think it was like 2 years ago, someone recommended her podcast and I really resonated with her. And a lot of the stuff that I do, I learned from that. I still don't believe my own arms and arms. I don't do that enough. Sure. That was from. Awesome. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? It's like,
what are you reading for personal development right now? You said there was a systematic.
Oh, that one I haven't started at all.
Oh, okay. That's the one I was interested in.
I think it's called Launch, and I can't find it. My kids probably took it. Holly Hillier mentioned it, and it looks really good. I'm still working my way through the 12-week year. That one is super dry, and I feel like I need a good balance between like my podcast motivation and like systems. Oh, I found it. It's in my bag. Okay, it's called Launch by Jeff Walker. It says how to sell almost anything online, build a business you love, and live the life of your dreams. So I was hoping to read this before the next launch, because she was talking all about like creating a plan, and yeah, it's I'm a little like nervous to start reading it. I want to finish this one first, but this one is actually a really good one. The 12-week year, like, so good. Again, not super proofy and mindset-y, but like, Nikki, this might be one that you would really like. Are you leaving? Love you. My husband's leaving. Wait, come here. Hold on. I will end this recording. I'll upload this on YouTube. Have a great night.